go. Then up at 197. He's down to 184. Off to an 11-1 start.
Good start here. I'm looking forward to this too here. Freshman McEnelly comes with an impressive pedigree, and loved watching him drill here. But it's one of those matches right now. I think that the Gophers really need this one.
McEnelly, four-time Minnesota State champion. U17 World Bronze in 2022. He won Fargo. 9 bonus point victories, 8 tech falls. He can light the scoreboard up. Did wrestle a dual meet last year against Rutgers, beat Brian Soldano 4-2. He was 15-0 as a redshirt a year ago as McEnelly. Already he's been awarded Big Ten Wrestler of the Week in his career, and a couple of times Big Ten Freshman of the Week, one of the stars, the young stars in this conference.
No doubt about it, and he's being called upon right now in a big situation. Trying to take out the Big Ten champion from a couple years ago, weight class above.
Allred with his 11 wins, 9 bonus point victories, 5 tech falls. Was pinned last weekend by Parker Keckheisen of Northern Iowa. The reigning national champion at 184, ranked second in the country behind Carter Storaci of Penn State, who we saw last night in Penn State's win over Michigan State. 150 remaining in the first, no score. When you're watching a guy like McEnelly, Jim, early in his career, what are you paying extra special attention to that gives you a really good gauge on his skill set?
Well, it's just like what we went through last night here when we were watching Luke Lillidahl there. You know, there's a beautiful double leg shot right there, right? Can he go ahead and finish? Can he squeeze down and hit that? He's got weight on the hands, went to his hip at that point, so nice takedown. So what I'm looking at, I want to see if a guy is attacking both sides of the body, right? And if he's not necessarily doing that, I mean, what can he, if you know, does he have a combination where he can go low, or can he snap down and go around? You know, what are his go-behinds, and can he get out from underneath? Can he get out from underneath the guy's riding with maybe his weak side? A lot of times in high school, you don't get really challenged in the bottom position too much. It's not as big of a factor now with a three-point takedown. But I look, you know, is he attacking both sides of the body? You know, and how does he hang in there? Can he hold leads? And just the little things that we always talk about here. You know, it's just no different at any level. But, you know, a lot of guys that come into this sport nowadays are so well schooled. And they've got so much good technique. They've had exposure to it. I mean, they're just ready to go right away.
Here's a shot there by Allred, but underneath those hips of McEnelly.
Well, this is where he got cradled before. McEnelly basically, nice job of finishing off. And see how he's grabbing his own ankle to keep himself in place.
No, I like it. I like 3 green.
And McEnelly gets
green control.
His second takedown to make it 6-1.
And that was just basically a simple snap down and go behind, dropped in on the leg, and then did a great job of anticipating Allred's roll through.
Allred pops to his feet with 20 seconds left. McEnelly looking for the mat return. Of course, he wants to finish this period on top. And Allred with 10 seconds left gets his second escape of the period.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's take a look at this second takedown here that McEnelly was able to do. Well, look at the anticipation. He drops in on the leg, okay, anticipates the roll through, and just gets his legs far back enough, and a lot of guys will give up that ankle, but see how he's going back to his own ankle and putting himself in a better position, and that's where he got the takedown right there, was able to control his own ankle in that situation and anticipate what Allred was trying to do. So many guys don't do that, you know, they don't feel that extra, you know, dive through. They don't feel that, and they allow it to happen, but a lot of it's just keeping your own balance and then basically sprawling when the guy dives for your ankles.
Neutral once again following the escape by Allred. Allred, a 2-time NCAA qualifier. Last 2 seasons, he's won at least 25 matches in each of those campaigns, 26-8 last season. But he has lost in the blood round in each of the last 2 NCAA championships. Looking to get on that stand. A couple years ago, as I mentioned, won that Big Ten title. beat Max Dean of Penn State to stand atop the podium. And then he was third last March in Maryland. So he's had a really, really solid career, just looking to put it all together at the end.
Yeah, that's been his MO. Just having difficulty at the end of the year, but his it needs to have that go-to shot. It really hasn't developed that. He's been one of those guys, you see that in somebody's careers, they've been difficult to score on, and then, when you get further up, you've got to go out there and create the points. When you're wrestling a guy who is national champion like Max Dean was, and you don't go after enough of your stuff, and that was just seemed to be the perfect matchup for him. If he could wrestle everybody in the nation the way he wrestled Dean, I'm sure he'd be on the podium. But now he finds himself in this situation here where he's got to go out there and try to manufacture his offense, and it just doesn't look like it's there.
Allred, one of several Cornhuskers to drop a weight class this year. Final seconds in this second period.
3,
and Allred
2, 1.
Trails at 6-3 to the third. And he changes body, going from 197 down to 184. Pretty good cut.
Yeah, pretty good cut. Yeah, he's a good-looking dude, but I didn't see anything wrong with 2024. It looks good there too. You can tell they slimmed down a little bit, and that took looks like he's done it the right way over a long period of time.
What a game! We're neutral.
McEnelly adds another tally to the scoreboard. Gopher up 7-3, riding time at 33 seconds. McEnelly trying to put Minnesota on the board. Nebraska leading at 9-0. Winning the first 3 matches, straight on shots. Great counter once again. We saw something very similar earlier in the match.
And he anticipated the roll through again. So now he's in a range of picking up a major.
Center.
McEnelly, 3 takedowns.
Yeah, and that was just beautiful there. Just a
great timing.
Great timing. Got around to the side, picked up that single leg, and just did even a better job of anticipating that roll through.
Underhook there for McEnelly. Allred back to his feet, able to clear that time. 60 seconds to go in the third, darting in on the single leg.
Did you see that Minnesota coaching staff exhorting him to go on and get another one? And I see Gable Stevenson over there just say, give him up, let him up again, let him up again. They sense blood in the water, and he immediately responded to that coaching. That's another thing you look for in those young guys.
Center above
Paying attention to the corner. McEnelly, another single leg.
3 green.
And quick finishes, Jim, with all these takedowns.
Yeah. So now you take a look, he's got 11 and looks back over the corner and want him to go ahead and give one more takedown.
It's got the riding time at 44 secones. That could come into play.
Green. Optional start. Optional cover, green.
So, it doesn't recognize that you can go ahead and give that guy the escape here at this level. Shot there by Allred, but that was just kind of a hanging shot right there.
This will take some time off the clock.
Correct.
Allred hanging on to that left leg, trying to work up.
But he's really not trying to score. There, he's a little bit better job there, trying a little crackdown. Good job by McEnelly driving back into him.
Just great power with his hips. Back into Silas Allred.
Nope.
I said it before, one of the bright young stars in the Big Ten. He remains undefeated, the redshirt freshman. Knocks off Silas Allred, and the 4th-ranked 184-pounder in the country puts the Gophers on the board.